no, he's a saucy little Italian, Mexican. Don't get him all worked up.
Alright. Finally getting a chance to use this fucking thing. Oh, Lord. Okay. If you're wondering why this looks like it does, it's because I'm using the Steam controller. I've not gotten very many chances to use this live on stream, so it's on me a bit of an adventure. If the damn thing would fucking work. Motherfuck.
See, when I picture most gay people or anything like that, it's like Lafayette from True Blood.
I've never watched True Blood, so yeah.
Lafayette is a fucking trip.
My girlfriend watched True Blood, but that's a whole different story.
Well, you can always watch it with her. This way you can always get away with saying she made you watch it.
Alright, I want to try to see how my Steam controller works with this. Alright. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games, by the way. I just absolutely adore Final Fantasy VIII. I'm going to be starting a new game with you guys. Okay, scratch that. I'm not going to be using the controller. Okay, let's go back to normal Steam. Hmm. Yeah, screw it. Let's play Final Fantasy. Well, technically I could do Final Fantasy 3 now that I think about it. let's get out of Steam. So I've been getting into Final Fantasy 3 here lately. What the hell is that goddamn emulator? Where the hell is it? Okay, there we are. I want to do something later, and like whenever I decide to go through here, because I decided at this point just to go through the undersea cavern. If you haven't figured it out by now, I like to cheat, but it kind of makes the game fun. I think these things are weak to wind, or maybe just Arrow 2 hits fucking hard. I can't remember. I know the knight absolutely shreds it. I don't know why I'm using a red mage. It's just I like the class in a way. Also, one thing I forgot to probably say about the kill spell is there's only like maybe one instance in the game where it's actually good. And that's when you're going through, when you have to turn yourself into a midget to get the Eureka key, I think. Other than that, like most instant death spells are pretty unpredictable at best. Because like you have, I think to kill something they have to be with like in like 75% of your level or something. I can't remember. Diamond shield. You don't even need shields in this game. You just dual wield and cheese it. Let's see if break 2 works here. Yeah, Jess, I just eventually gave up on trying to get the Steam controller to work, so I just started playing Final Fantasy 3.
I don't blame you.
Oh, color me surprised. An instant death spell actually fucking works. That is a weird phrase. How can you color someone surprised?
Blushing?
Maybe. I don't know. Not bad. Oh, that's good. Inga's gotta level up. Let's give the defender's sword to my knight. Mine's going to be a little bit weaker physically, but it'll be better for him. I'll get some armor for the knight here in a bit, so don't have to worry about that. One thing I'd like to add about level 8, the 8th, no, not 8th, but 7th level spells, is that Drain has a tendency to not really want to work half the time. But Break 2 is one of your most accurate instant death spells, so you're going to get a lot of use out of it while leveling. Gotta love it when instant death spells work. Gotta love it.
Right?
It's like Break 2 is like the most accurate instant death spell in this game. Sure, it can only be used on one target, but it just automatically kills them regardless. Yeah, I kind of underleveled this game a bit, but that's for something else. Right now, I want to get to this chest and see what the fuck's inside of it. The fuck is that thing? It looks like a Kimura scrotum. I'll just use bio on all of them. Okay, so they take decent damage from fire. Probably better off using lightning, but it's such a weird spell. I think these guys are weak to bolt. Let's see if kill works here. The cool thing about kill is that it attacks every target. It's not like single target like how break 2 is, or even break. Yeah, it didn't work. If it worked, you would have seen this like weird spirally orb thing shoot towards them, and they would have all died. I think it's around this point in the game as well that you start encountering splitting enemies. And they're a splitting headache if you don't properly deal with them with mute. This spell right here, mute, is the most useful thing to use against splitting enemies. Okay, I thought I used Cure, but no, I used Arrow accidentally. I'm an idiot. Oh god. That feeling when you have your White Wizard accidentally attack the entire party with a wind spell. One thing about some of the classes in this game, bards are completely useless. Okay, Tomahawk, that's a weapon for a barbarian, assuming you're still using it, which I don't really recommend. Like, their physical attack's great, it's just they're only useful in fights where magic is not going to do anything. The ancient sword. It's a very good weapon to give to uh, probably end up giving this to the other knight here. Actually, I think you only use it as an item. Because its damage is terrible. But it curses targets, so anything that would split is just like, is cursed, so it can't split. Pass everything down here, I believe. Hot damn, Black Wizard hits for over 1,000 with Fire 3. Yeah, in case you were wondering, this guy was a splitter.
What are you doing?
Just playing Final Fantasy 3.
I'm gonna get off here for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, get him, Mingus. Okay. I think these things are weak to... No, they're not weak to lightning at all. Shit. Maybe they're weak to wind. Not really. Shit. Guess these things are weak to air. Rather wind damage. Alright, I think I'll leave it at here for now. After I get out of this battle, I'll save and do something else. By the way, ice fries are weak to fire, as you can guess from the name. Alright, let's get off of this. Got one last idea. Hmm. At the same time. Fuck it, let's just play WoW. Alright, so this is sort of going back to what I said earlier. Um, in terms of situations where you're using like a heavy dot build and like it's pure single target, Grimoire of Service can be useful. For the most part, I still recommend Grimoire of Supremacy because it's sort of like the love child of Service and Sacrifice. But next patch, Service may have some use on like farm kills for Affliction. If you can like kill the boss relatively quick within a minute, like within like at least a 2-minute window, which would be useful in stuff like Emerald Nightmare maybe, but not like Nighthold because those things are like long as fuck, which makes Supremacy better. Now, the Charm of the Rising Tide's a really fun trinket because basically you just pop it, you're getting a shitload of haste. Like, I can pop it as a troll with Berserking, and it goes like upwards of 60% haste just about. So yeah, haste is going to be really fun because it increases your soul shard generation, and that's always a really fun thing to have for Affliction, and I believe your best food will end up turning out to be haste. Unless it's single target, then you just eat your mastery food. But for most cases, haste is going to be good because you can just dual spec into a demo. And that makes everybody's life easier. Other than that, like, I don't really have a lot to talk about other than, like, there's going to be a lot of changes to Warlock when 7.2.5 comes out. And if you still play Affliction, then just keep on keeping on because your raid is going to love you for it. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Catch y'all next time.